Alright everybody, welcome back again to 50 Shades of Beige. I'm still working on some Hogwarts Legacy benchmarks, and I wanted to make a quick follow-up video about yesterday's off-the-cuff video regarding benchmarking the UHD 730 integrated graphics on the Core i5-12400. So this is the machine right here. It's got 32 gigs of RAM running at DDR4 3600. An RK770. The 12400 is sitting underneath that big fan with a stock cooler on it, and this is a Aorus B660 Master motherboard. So what I've done here is I've got the native resolution set to 720p now. That's why MSI Afterburner is so huge, and I have that up to just kind of show you the reason why my frame counter looks so funny is because Afterburner isn't really compatible with ARC. It's taking the data it can get from Afterburner, which isn't a lot. It's basically just the utilization and the VRAM counter, and that's it. Okay, so we're all loaded up into Hogwarts Legacy here. I've got the display set at 720p native. Sorry that the on-screen display is so large, but that has to do with the reduction in resolution. So real quick, I'll just show you the graphics settings. So like I said, 1280 by 720, we're running Intel XeSS performance mode, which is basically 50% render resolution. So the actual render resolution is going to be 640 by 360. VSync is off, frame rate's uncapped, motion blur is off, everything else is on. And then as far as the graphics settings themselves, I just went ahead and left everything at low. That's what the game recommended. Alright. So let's go ahead and get a game loaded up and see how it looks. Alright, and here we are. Still, unfortunately, even at 720p native, we're still only looking at a couple frames per second. And once again, we're over 16 gigabytes of RAM utilized. I can't imagine that most machines that only have integrated graphics, unless there's some sort of special use case, chances are you're running 16 gigs of RAM max. I mean, can't imagine what you would need 32 gigs of RAM for if you're stuck with integrated graphics. Just my opinion.
I wonder.
But yeah, we've got huge frame time spikes. It's just not cutting it. Alright, so what do you say we cut it down a little bit further and see if we can get anywhere even close to the 30 FPS mark. Alright, so here we are again. This time I'm using AMD FSR 2.0. And we've got the native resolution set to 1200 by 600, so it's kind of letterboxed.
How did you?
And it's still won't budge over
this place?
I don't know.
2 or 3 FPS in the beginning. I'm sure it'll get better later on in the animation here, but it's just no good. Looks like that's it. So we tried. The UHD 730 just doesn't have it. I might be interested to try the UHD 760 that comes in the 12600K instead. I've also got a bevy of different graphics cards and CPUs. So if you guys want me to test something specific, leave a comment down below and I'll test it. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.